Hey there, friends. How y'all doing today? It's sometime in May 2022, and I just wanted to stop and say hello and ask you how you're really doing. Like, how are you as an individual? Do you know, have any plans for the year? Are you upset or are you happy? Are you content? Are you displeased with life right now? Do you feel like a victim or do you feel like a slayer in life? I mean, like, conquering life. I've never really found myself on either end as far as an extreme. I don't find myself really feeling like that guy that's gonna dominate the world and make all my dreams come true. Not my dreams come true, I guess, but you know, I don't have a desire to be some kind of an oligarch or wealthy capitalist or I enjoy the struggle, kind of, as long as I as long as I'm getting ahead and slowly moving forward. But oh, there's a squirrel on the fence and my dog wants to get it. She ain't gonna get it. Don't even try. Okay, girl, you can't get it. You know you can't get it. Don't bother. Um, I think you figured that out by now. So yeah, I have a very simple concept of what it means to be alive, what it means to exist, because I feel like if I overcomplicate it, I'll become depressed or anxious. I've been through a lot of shit in my life where I felt down, and I've fought through it and said, how do I better cope with life? And I've tried to find little, tools and things that work to help me stay on track. Because no matter who you meet in life, and it's especially, this is extremely especially prominent on YouTube and other platforms where people share videos like I do, where I think it's built an illusion in people's minds that people think a certain way or feel a certain way in their day to day activities, that people have achieved some state of, aha, I need to get to that state, of awareness. And it's just not true. There is no correct way to live. There is no method that works. And I'm talking about diets, whether they be diets and the food you eat, mental diets, spiritual diets, um, the way that people think if you follow one certain path, you're going to find your truth and be happy. And this may work for some people, but what I found is that a wide and varied exploration in life into all avenues of existence and not shutting down anything, just fully embracing everything around you is the best way to live. But at the same time, if you fully embrace everything, you might become comfortable with not doing well enough. For example, let's say that you're content with a little bit of money. You might end up homeless, right? You have to find enough that gives you the basic needs and comforts, because you will be generally happier if you have a home. You will be generally happier if you are working. Even when I'm working for myself, like I said, I'm working for someone else right now because I'm enjoying that discipline of getting up and forcing myself to go, because it's hard to force yourself to do anything in this world. All anybody who writes books or is an artist knows how hard it is to get up and get on an itinerary and a schedule where you can force yourself to work. And even when you do, it blends in if you work from home. So having a separate place to go is nice. But ultimately, I think we're all trying to find the same thing, which is a comfortable existence while we're here on planet Earth. And to find that, it's going to be different for each person, but I really think that there are some common threads. And one of those is just accepting shit as it comes. When bad things happen, let it go. Just let it go. When people are jerks, just let it go. It's not worth your time. Now, when it comes to losing loved ones, that kind of thing, of course, there's going to be grieving, there's going to be mourning. That's different, and that might take some time. But even then, after a year or so, you've got to let that shit go, because I can't think of anybody who would want people to mourn from them after they're, well, a very arrogant person or a very, very, you know, sociopathic, you know, self-righteous jerk would be the only kind of person that would want a person to, you know, still be upset about them dying years later. When you're dead, you're dead. And moving on with life is important. But at any rate, I'm just trying to do the best I can with what I've been given and what I have and enjoy life as much as I can, while also realizing, I think one of the most important factors of leading a happy life is that what makes you happy isn't going to make everyone around you happy. So if you want to, for example, have a family or friends, you have to be able to bend your will to the people's needs. You might have, you know, people you know that just they don't think the same way as you, or they have different ideas about what's real or what's true or what's right or wrong. And if you're willing to compromise with people, then you can learn to spend time with people who have completely different political views, religious views, and otherwise, and get down to that core truth, the connections we have, which are much deeper than anything else, because you'll find that there are friends that are different religions, different cultures, different races, different genders, everything out in the real world. But the internet has made it seem like people are all completely divided on these topics, because when you meet someone online that's different from you, it's different. They look different, they sound different, but when you're there with them face to face, that gives you a better perspective. You're able to overlook some of this shit, and that's why we need more face-to-face discussions. And that's why the best I can do to that end is to make YouTube videos where I'm facing the camera, where I'm not cutting up what I'm saying, where I'm not editing together a bunch of jump cuts to try to get the most information to you at once, because I honestly think that's bullshit. I think it's garbage. I think that's really, for me to say that, of course, 99% of YouTube channels use jump cuts. They want to cut out the ums or the ohs, but you know, if you speak, you should speak from the heart and say what you have to say, especially if you're talking about important topics. So I speak from the heart and I say what I got to say, and that's what I've been doing for the last 10 years. So I don't know if I'll ever give up on my YouTube channel or quit one day. It has been something I've enjoyed. I don't know. It brings me joy. So, like I said, do what brings you joy. But doesn't make those around you miserable. And that's my second ramble for today. And I'll talk to you next time. Be well. Give somebody a hug. And smile. Do it.